looks different. Hello, guys. Good Tuesday morning, soon to be afternoon, October 8th. It's a slow start, but I had to be out early and had to do something. And I already got 2 deliveries from Grubhub. And one was before 11 o'clock. Uber Eats is not kicking in. So I thought I'd go live. I was going to do it later. Hey, hello everyone. How are you? And just share a couple of tidbits of info. I know in my mind I wanted to have a $200 day yesterday, but by the time I did everything all day, I didn't get my first order until after 8 at night. I went out for like maybe 3 hours. I made a few bucks, but I do have a story, of course, to tell you. When I picked up a Grubhub order, I said no a lot. I said no like 15 times yesterday, and I only accepted a couple. Usually that's busy. Oops. But tomorrow is Yom Kippur, and that's the most holiest holiday. So I think it's going to be offbeat. I'm going to drive that way in a minute. If something doesn't ring in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to make it a productive day at home. A productive day at home. And I'll go out tonight for a little while for dinner. Maybe I'll actually be out right after rush hour starts, like 5:30. Stay local. Be home by 9. You got to go with the flow when there's holidays involved. And they fast tomorrow, I believe. You know, so it's throwing things off, but that's okay. That's why you got to work when it's busy. At least one day, kick it. But I went out last night, and I do want to share this with you. I did catch most of PTD vlog video, and he mentioned to me, he said, did you hear about New York State wanting to rid these food delivery app gigs? Not yet, but I'm going to do some research this week now. I didn't know that. I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow, but if he said that out loud, that means somebody wants that put into play. But I feel it is heading that way, in a way, because a lot of the stores, they're doing their own in-house deliveries. Yeah. So I'm going to do a little research on that. But then I thought, what happened last night, I could see why that would happen. Maybe just New York City, because it's so congested. Got it. Because it's so congested. Traffic, congestion. They're very angry with all the Uber drivers and the Lyft drivers and the Lyft drivers. That could be. Maybe not in the suburbs. Because I feel the service will still be in demand. I really don't see the service. I don't think every company is going to make it. You know, I really don't. Okay, now I'm getting my head spinning. Because I've been online a long time. And I'm finally, a long time. Google AdSense, it's all coming together with YouTube and the ads. But just as an example, I looked up a company that my other website is all content. I said, oh, I wonder if that's still around. And they made it. But all the other companies, in-text advertising, your content, you know, they highlight the words and an ad pops up if you place your cursor over it. And I couldn't believe they're still around. And they moved to New Jersey. Bridgewater, I have to bridge something in New Jersey. I said, wow, that company made it. My account was closed years ago. So I reopened an account. And now I'm waiting to be, I guess, approved. I will qualify. Because I know what I'm doing. Not every company makes it. All the other companies with the in-text advertising, gone. they're gone. But last night, I did finally accept an order, $15, 15 something. I picked up the food in Limbrook. Not going to use the restaurant name. And I dropped it off in Rockville Center. I was there at least 20 minutes. It happens. I don't get mad if it, you know, 90% of the time I never wait at this place. So it happens. You know, things happen. It's hard for companies to stay forever. Exactly. But now I know, wow, InfoLinks made it. I was really pleased too, because I know once they review, I mean, my account was closed years ago because I just stopped doing it. I wasn't ready, I guess. And I was like, let me see if they're still around. And I went, I be damned. Another stream of income put into place, work already done. I'm just going to add to it. So I get to this restaurant, and it happens. And there were people waiting for food. And there was maybe 5 tables. You know, it's Monday night, about 8:30. And so I'm watching the game on the tube, but I didn't run to my car or anything. There was no reason for panic. This is a small place. The waiter was limping. I felt bad for him. I was just thinking, God, I'm so grateful I'm not in the business. And I watched this whole deal. And he was working with the kitchen staff, trying to get all this food together. That panic, that I don't want people to wait. It's got to be cooked. You know, and I was like, God, I'm so happy I'm not in that situation anymore. So, 22 minutes. But the point of telling you the story, the owner, the waiter was on his tippy toes the entire time. The owner didn't even thank me for waiting or apologize for, he was at the front, and it's a small place, and he was helping the waiter guy. It was a one-man show on a Monday night. And they did have at least 5 tables. It was 3, 4, 5, yeah. A couple of people at the counter, or kind of bar counter. And, you know, you would think he would have said, thank you for not making a fuss. Nothing. Nothing. Oh my God. He acted as if it was okay for me to stand there. The waiter was so apologetic. I was like, oh, please, it's okay. It happens. Not a problem. I never wait here. You know, I've never waited more than 5 minutes. And this is definitely not fast food. So the mistake was holding up. Now they finally get to my order, and the waiter is pushing the staff in the kitchen to make the food. And the owner's around with him. It's small. I mean, they're walking around me. And I hear, there's no more roast beef. I've been there for 20 minutes already. 20 minutes. I'm like, oh my God, I wonder what he's going to do. He never even called up the customer. He said, give him turkey. Now, I grew up in the restaurant business, and I consider myself pretty easygoing after life experience. I don't get upset the way I used to, because only asses get upset over something like that. Not to call the customer, to tell them turkey instead of roast beef, that's a big something. This isn't, got a beautiful dish. We don't have any more rice pilaf, but we have this, you know, delicious, fluffy couscous. You know, you're not replacing a side, you're replacing the main sandwich. It was a, you know, a deluxe sandwich with mozzarella cheese and whatever else on it. Turkey over roast beef. That's the main course. He didn't even call the guy. And I said, thank you, sir. Thank you to the waiter when he finally got the food. I'm like, it's okay, not a problem. Because I've been in his shoes. And he looked like he was limping the whole time. I felt bad. I'm like, God, that could be me 20 years from now. Thank God I got out of the business. And when I walked by the counter, I said, have a good evening. He was like, yeah, good night. Instead of, thank you for waiting. Thank you for not making a fuss. I was right in the middle of it. You know, it's a small place. I stood out of everyone's way, right in the middle. 3 tables, couple of people, couple of tables there. You'd think he would have said something, anything. Now I deliver it. And I deliver it to a man that when I walked up, he was like, oh, hi. I've delivered to him many times with Uber Eats and Grubhub. And his little doggies came out, his beautiful house in Rockville Center. He's a very nice man. At least a couple of decades older than me, but youthful. Nice guy. He uses the apps. I felt bad for that man. He gave me a $10 tip. I felt bad for that man because he was going to open up his food and realize that he didn't get what he ordered. This wasn't a side dish, a replacement of, we ran out of regular fries. We gave you sweet potato fries or something like that. It was the main course, the main dish. When you watch it like that, you get like, oh. And then Pete said that on his vlog show. And I was like, well, I could see why. Because, the guy didn't even pick up the phone to call the customer. And instead of saying, thank you for waiting, he babbled to the waiter running around, crippled like. He was exhausted, and on his tippy toes walking, and he was just sitting there playing with the remote control, watching his baseball games. Oh, God. It was just, oh, my God. Oh, what a stuff. I felt bad for the customer, too. Exactly. And this man's nice. Like I said, thank you. I was like, thank you. Yeah, because he gave a $10 tip. And I, the moment I pulled up, I was like, oh, it's that man. You know what? I was down the block and I said, I bet you it's that guy. And then I've delivered to him many times. So, not even to pick up the phone and say, would you, maybe he would have said, I want a burger, red meat. He might have turned around and said, I want a bacon cheeseburger instead. Turkey over roast beef. They didn't have, they had all the other stuff, and it was a lot of food on a Monday night from this place. It was a big bag. I had to bring in my big bag. It was a lot of food, the big tins, big containers. He ordered a lot of food. But that's how you lose customers. It's the main dish, not a side dish. Anyway, I could go on and on about that. I just wanted to share that. And the man was so nice. He was like, how are you today? And I was like, I'm only doing a few tonight. I started really late. He was like, have a good evening. He's so nice, so nice. He's such a pleasure when I serve him. So when Pete said that, I said, that is a possibility. I'm going to look that up. People talk about tips a lot. This happened the other night. I forgot to talk about it. That's why I wrote down notes, scribbling. I delivered, when I worked Saturday night, it was about 1 o'clock, and it was a Taco Bell order. Pretty big Taco Bell order. And I delivered only a town away. And it said no tip on the app, like on the thing, but it was over $8, the payout. I wasn't going far, no traffic. Okay, I'll do that. You know what? It was more than that. No, it was 8 and change. It was 11 and I get the kid outside, and I said, I'm really sorry. They didn't have any cup holders. I have all your drinks here. I lined them all up in my car to secure them because they didn't have a cup holder. And they really were looking. They ran out of cup holders. It does happen. But they had a whole bag of food. It was a lot of food from Taco Bell. And there was a couple of kids. A couple of little ones behind there and a teenager like 12 or 13, like the big boss, opening the door, felt me out. You could tell he was trained right not to open that door. He made sure it was who it was. And because it's late. These kids are hanging out late and they're ordering food. And, okay, we got the drinks in. I was like helping him and I was handing them in. And he goes, I know it's not much, but here you go. And I said, thank you very much, young man. Thank you, much appreciated. And I got to the car, it was $3. I know it's not much. The kid was 12, 13 years old. I was like, oh, Oh, it was so sweet. He was such a gentleman. And he was all the other two little kids behind him all excited. Like, Taco Bell, it's 1 a.m. We're so cool. It was very funny. And he was such a young gentleman. And he gave me $3. I was like, wow, thank you. He was so nice. Ahead of his time. So I talked about the restaurant. Oh, when I was at the gym yesterday, I went to the gym in the middle of the afternoon. I watched No Limitation Rideshare's latest video. I wrote, that's why I don't ride share. I have no desire to drive people around and be a taxi person at all. Who the hell wants people in your car? Unopened save post from FL-mcesare. I've been getting these notifications from people that I used to work with. And they're saying that I'm so impressed you're in this video and I can't watch the video. I don't know. I wanted to see if I was getting some free advertising. So hopefully, I wrote one guy back. Oh, I should have checked out. I'll do that in the next video. I want to give his YouTube channel a shout out. I got to write it down. I forgot to write it down. I want to start watching it regularly, more regular, since I can now. Watching YouTube videos is a part of my business. At least a couple hours a week. Just the way it is. It's part of my entertainment. I got off track. Totally. So, No Limitation Rideshare. Oh, and he puts together, he edits this video of all the crap he had to deal with. It's only like a 6 or 7 minute video. And I said, that's why I don't ride share. I don't want anyone in my car. And I don't want to drive people around in their car. I'll be a food delivery person, a product delivery person, any day. I got my YouTube stuff, my websites. I'm going to get a little job soon. I just have no desire for that. Ugh. So very good for No Limitation Rideshare. Check it out. 20-minute wait. I'm so happy I'm not in the business. That boss he should have at least thanked me for my time. He acted as if, I'm doing you a favor. Future customer, not. So the kid was amazing. Get Upside at. I have 95 direct referrals and 40 indirect. I'm very, very pleased about that. If I keep pushing that until I just keep pushing it when I'm out and about delivering, I hand out those cards. And on my websites, I have banners. I made a banner specifically for that. In a couple of years from now, I'm going to have a few hundred direct referrals and probably a couple hundred indirect. That's going to be a little money every day. And I save at the pump every single time I get gas. So the restaurant substitute. Oh, last night, I caught at least 20 minutes of his stream last night. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was in and out. Someone sent PTD Vlog Live $100 live stream, super chat. $100 donation for his, because he's providing a service. He stays up the community, informs people. I mean, he's built a really great audience, his activity, people write in. That's his thing. People write into him and he shares it. That's his thing. And, okay, before I get to that, YouTube takes $30 from that. $30. That's how YouTube makes a lot of their money. A lot. They need creators, but they are making it harder to become a creator, a partner. You have to reach a minimum of 1,000 subscribers on your channels and have active viewers. They don't just hand it over anymore. They don't have to. They make you work for it. So that was incredible. $100 donation. And but YouTube takes $30. That's a lot of money. That's why that's a write-off. I spoke to my accountant, and he said anything with charge cards, it's like I forget the name of it. I have it all written down. It's mandatory to use that service, so it's a write-off. He can write that off. That's a write-off. YouTube's taking it. It's like a credit card machine. you know, you use the service and they're taking, you know, a service fee. It's a write-off. Write-offs are good. Oh, what else was I going to say? Oh, God. The super chat, I got off track. So that's that. It's a slow start, but that's okay. I made a little money last night, and I only went out for a little while. Had to get a new phone holder. I have to get online and spend a few bucks on a good quality, easy cell phone holder for the window. I like it on the window because I like how I look at the phone, but my eyes are still on the road. I don't like looking down. It's very dangerous to look down and look up, look down all day long. Hey, you work a Saturday like I work Saturday all day, on and off. I should count how many trips I did. What, 30 to 40 trips? Well, 2 times every time I do a trip. Mine are breaking too because they're not made for that kind of usage. So I'm going to look online and get one that's really, even if it's on the dashboard right in front of me, something I just place down or just goes on and off. I have to look at it. The one that my friend gave me was a hand-me-down, and it didn't have the hooks, but it was very sturdy. I got like 6 months out of that baby, and I did this all day long, you know, 50 to 100 times a day, and that's not a lie. Without the hooks. Yeah, the hooks are annoying. She gave me a magnet one, and I didn't know what it was for, and this kid in the store said, oh, you put the magnet on the back of your case, and then you put it on and off. I didn't know that, so I'm going to try that one out. I was looking at it going, what the hell is this? I have no idea. And I didn't. And the young kid that I bought this El Cheapo one from CVS, that's going to last me a couple of months and break. You know, the spring breaks. I was hoping I could open hers because I had no hooks, but the grip was good. I would replace the spring. That's all it is. That's a shame when you can't open them up. Replace the spring, you know. What else, guys? I watched Team LMDU today. I watched one. He did a caviar Uber Eats Grubhub mix, and he put together a video. He did a really good job on it. Real good job. And I just did a couple of deliveries. Now I'm going to turn on the apps. Hold on, guys. I wanted to shut them off for a little bit. Of the afternoon. I would like to do a few more deliveries, and then I'm going to go home and really focus online. I think I'm going to update finally, because I have something to show for it. Finally. Update my LinkedIn profile. That's going to take hours. And I want to look into Indeed this week. I have enough example now that I can work on. That takes hours of time, creating your own content, proofreading, use that Grammarly. I only use the free version, but it makes you think and it teaches you. That's very good. If you're going to write a lot of content, it's worth it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that today when I get home. I think it's going to be a low week, and because of the holiday, tomorrow is going to be slow too. I would think tomorrow would be slow. So if I could just make a couple of bucks in the morning, a couple of bucks in the evening. Oh, Grubhub. Let me tell you, last night, I shut them off. They kept wanting to send me to Queens. And I was like, no, Uber Eats got me to go to Utlit. But it was close to Utlit. It was. And it was a $10 payout. And very wealthy area. And of course, no tip. Usually the most wealthy people don't tip. They don't. The ones that have an abundance, they just don't. I don't feel half wealthy people tip. I feel less than half tip. And that's from experience. Then again, like I did the other night, you just earned 89 cents thanks to your referrals. Getting gas, the Get Upside app. I'm going to see that like 20 times a day if I keep promoting it. 89 cents is good. That's income working in my favor while I'm out and about. A lot of little streams of income adds up to a lot. I'm going to head that way. See what happens. Nothing happens in about 10-15 minutes. I won't waste the whole afternoon. I'll go out tonight. I had to be out this morning. I had two things to do. And one, my mechanic, he gave me a temporary inspection thing. This was cool. So I went back today, and they plug this thing into your car, and it sends the information right to the DMV. And his printer wasn't working. That's why he couldn't do it last week. The printer that prints out the sticker, and he printed it out right there, and that was that. You know, I paid for everything last week, but he gave me a temporary to hold me over because his printer wasn't working. And we all have technology. Right now, my printer's not working. It works every other week. It's so annoying. I'm gonna go straight, go around, see what happens. Nothing happens, then I'm gonna call it a day. It might be just a slow day. And hopefully tonight, I'll go out like 5 o'clock in town, and I know it's rush hour, but it is a holiday. It won't be as congested. And just work for a few hours and make a few dollars, not go far. If all goes to plan, guys, without the hooks, if all goes to plan, I'm going to make a power play day on Saturday. I'm going to get up real early, and I'm really going to push it all day long. I'm going to take a couple of breaks, and I'm going to keep track of all my breaks. I'm going to keep track of it, the exact time that I work. I'm going to see if I can hang in there one more time, an all-day affair, and I want to see if I could. I definitely can break 300. I'm going to see if I could break 400. It's supposed to be kind of sunny out Saturday, but I'm going to take a break, and I'm going to go to the gym in between, stretch out, and just walk the treadmill for 20 minutes. I'm going to see if I could break 400 in one day. Now, since October's here. But I want to be in my car like 9:30 and start the day and be very focused. And no live streaming. Focus on the day. I bet you I can. And I'm willing to drive, and I bet you I could do it. The other day I drove 173, I say 225 miles from morning until early a.m. But with breaks in between. I'm going to see if I can do it. $400. I don't see why I can't. I'm a hustler. I know my area. Have a power play day. I'm taking my mom out for her birthday the week after, and we dine when we go out, so I need at least $150, and I don't want to charge it. I'd rather just work my ass off one day and have a great payday. And just, because I can, I'm healthy enough, I can. Get some things done in between, but make it an all-day affair. Mainly driving and working. I think I could break 400. I know all the hot spots. Saturday night. I bet you I can, guys. I bet you I can have a $400 payday. And like, I say 13 hours. I'm taking a guess. I'm going to keep track of everything. The gas I use, the mileage I drive, the breaks I take. So I'll deduct it from the hours of the day. And I'm very curious. I think I can do it. And without working a rainy day. Come on, ring me a couple of times. Grubhub did send me another offer, but it was $4. During the day, local, I'll take 7 and up. I won't take a $4 payout. I won't do that. I'd rather do a live stream, do a little research. There's always something else to do. I don't want to work for free. Plug that in. I have to say, the cell phone holder with the hooks, it's really on there. Very strong. It doesn't even move. So that's it. And then that'll be a good live stream to do on Sunday. I think I could do it. Be in my car at 9. Get to work. Take a handful of breaks. Walk the treadmill for 20 minutes for a little exercise in between the day. Stretch out. Stop home a couple of times. You know, lunch and grab coffee. I can have a $400 day. I want to do it once before. I feel my days are numbered with the food delivery gigs, doing it all the time. I want to have a real great day to say I had a $400 day. That'd be cool. Those opportunities were taken away from me years ago when I was in the business. They always gave it to other employees, big paydays like that. I'll make my own payday. I'm better off. People will use you. They don't value you as much as you should be valued. But I know sales went down. It's a nice, peaceful day. Excuse me. It's a nice, peaceful day. Nobody's on the road. It feels like a holiday. I'm hoping I get a few more rings. Please, please, please. That's it, guys. Now I'm going to watch videos and catch up. Oh, I did watch the gig lady. She said that DoorDash is now allowing their drivers to change their area. So if they're not in their regular set area, they can change it on their own and still be able to work. Now that's something I wish Grubhub had, because they miss out on a lot. Like Saturday, I plan on being on Hempstead Turnpike. But I wish Grubhub allowed you to do that, because that's my old region. But you got to go where the money is. You know, Uber Eats is slamming on Hempstead Turnpike. And I'm familiar with the area. I'm going to do it. I'm going to have a $400 day Saturday. I'm going to pull into this parking lot for a moment and end this stream. I thank you guys for joining in for a little while. I'll be watching videos and learning. Oh, you know, I have a question. And I've been doing research. I'm getting on the right track. I want to start now, so when the time comes that my other YouTube channel reaches 1,000 subscribers, I want to be able to go live and have my audience watch me. I want to be able to screenshot during a YouTube live, if that's possible. I'm getting on the right track, because when my other channel finally gets 1,000 subscribers, that would be an amazing way to engage with your audience live. That it's such a niche topic. To give them an inside view to everything you're doing online, it would be a lot easier. I don't know why I would use that for this channel, but my other channel, I figured if I started now, by February, I'll know how to do it. Pete does it. You know, yeah, he shows different images while he's speaking, but I want to do that for another topic, another niche. Not for this niche, but he does, you know, he makes it less boring. He's talking and all the activity on the side, and he's putting up pictures. He's putting up pictures is what he's doing. I don't want to be able to do it on my desktop, comfortable, at home, because it's going to be like a teaching class. Oh, I'm hoping for that. I'll figure it out. BZ just made a video about 400 a day. Thank you for telling me that. I mean, he just did it, or is it an old video? He just did it? Wow, I admire that. He had a $400 day. Ooh, let's see what's going on. Just did it an hour ago. Oh, we're on the same wavelength. Get out of town. Oh, that's going to be good, good entertainment on my way to the pickup. I'll go to Limbrook. 12:11 payout and drop off in East Meadow. Got to take it. It's slow. I'll take a break in the middle of the day. $12.11. That's not bad. Some Japanese restaurant. And he put screenshots on the community tab. Oh, I didn't even notice that. I got to check that out. Thanks for the heads up. I'm going to turn them on right now. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'm going to get going. Thank you for joining in. I really appreciate it. next time I feel like going live, I'll go live at least toward the weekend. And I plan on I'm going to make Saturday a power play day. Of course, with a few breaks in between and the gym for 30 minutes. So I can keep my stamina up all day. I'm really hoping I can do it. That'll be I did it once. That would be great. I think I could do it. But I got to start in the morning, not do any live streams, and focus and concentrate. And I will. I'll be watching a lot of videos on Saturday. That's for sure. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks for the heads up. I have something good to watch. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining in. Have a good day, everyone. Thanks, Bobby T. Bye, guys.